Thank you very much for the invitation. I'll be happy to present Oxitone. Uh, I enjoying the fact that I'm the last one, so I will try not to repeat my previous colleagues and presentation. So basically, from uh, what we see is basically that today telemedicine or remote patient monitor have some limitation. And the limitation is mainly because of spot check measurement, which are measured once a day, twice a day, like a fingertip pulse oximeter and different devices, or like a lone presentation. For example, you have to look at your phone, put your finger on the phone, and do something. There is some limitation of chest patch because they are good only for a few days around the week. And there is many analytic tools, but they are not connected to data. So this is basically cause the system to have some limitation. So what we are trying to do is basically we are trying to use wearable medical device at medical grade to enable continuous remote patient monitoring, which is basically the future of the healthcare system. And the way we built our system is basically consists of few elements. There is a device look like a watch sitting on the wrist of the patient. It's the patient is wearing it 24/7. It's measured continuously, transmit by Bluetooth BLE to a smartphone application, tablet, or other gateway, and then upload to the cloud. So we can supply all the element of this system, which basically, as you can see on the left side, device on the wrist, gateway, cloud, and the cloud basically can interface call centers that get alarm and alerts from time to time, and also AI power medical platform. So we started with a device. The device is FDA and CE approved already. Actually, it's the first FDA approved pulse oximeter without any fingertip probe. Until now, we are the only one that the shipping product FDA approved and CE approved, of course, without any fingertip, which basically cause a limitation because you have to put it on the finger. It's measured once, and that's all. And that basically all the parameters that we are taking from the wrist. So we are taking oxygen blood saturation, SpO2, pulse rate, which together is pulse oximeter, but we're also adding heart rate variation, motion, activity in step, sleep pattern, skin temperature. We have already respiratory rate. We are launching it soon. We have already a version for testing, fall detection, and we are working in our lab on blood pressure, everything on the same device. And the nice idea is that we are taking all this measurement all the time, every 1 second, without any patient intervention. So patient have to do nothing. He doesn't have to put it on the finger. He doesn't have to call anyone. We are taking the measurement 24/7 and 1 second resolution. And if I have to compare the current solution on the left side, this is a traditional fingertip pulse oximeter. You have to put it on the finger. You have to see that the number is low, then call your doctor or the call center. It's very problematic. Most of the people don't do it or don't comply, while our system is sitting on the wrist 24/7, connected all the time, and detect problem automatically, because once we have all the data at 1 second resolution in our cloud for hours, days, and weeks, basically we can detect that something changed, events, trends, and we are generating automatic alarm once it happened. And the user that we try to serve is basically people suffering from lung disease like COPD, or people that are suffering from lung cancer or after implantation, pneumonia, sleep apnea, sleep disorder, heart failure with CHF, and lately, of course, COVID-19. After the COVID-19 happens, nobody need to explain anything about saturation. Everybody know what it does it mean and how important it is. And actually, what we have done, we already deployed system in Italy, in Napoli, together with our partner Ascom. And basically, we are giving our device to people that was identified as a as a COVID-19 patient. They are wearing our device, and once the saturation drop down, they are, they are we are generate the alarm, and they are called to talk to their physician or come to hospital, and that's solve all the issue of hospitalization or deterioration situation of the patient. And we all know that from COVID-19, even after you recovered from COVID-19, you still need to be monitored for your lung malfunction for a while. It might be a weeks, months, but this is a big market. I will not waste your time, but we have a full set of smartphone application and screens that you can see your current measurements, the last hour peaks and average. You can define a care plan for a patient, fill out a questionnaire, doing a daily activity, take oxygen, and this is available. And once you are a physician, you will get automatic alarm when something go wrong with your patient. And then you can click and see your dashboard, and you can see a list of all your patients. And the ones that are in a severe situation will pop up to the top of the list, and will be with a different color. And if you will be double click on one of them, basically you can see a graphical presentation of all the parameters that we are measuring, starting from saturation, pulse rate, output variation, and all the rest. The data is stored on the cloud, and of course it can be accessed and can be manipulated by other algorithm or by other people. We are very open. We are adding now, and we are in the middle of the process of AI algorithm to our cloud, basically to allow building a personal baseline per patient. Each patient behave differently, and also to detect events that consist of multiple parameters. Of course, the parameters are correlated. So, for example, if a patient is very active, heart rate go up, no reason to put any alarm. But if the patient doesn't move, heart rate go up, saturation go down, he's going to have exacerbation very soon. So this is a totally different message, and we are adding it right now. We are not selling direct to patient. We are working on a B2B and B2B2C model. And between our partners, you can see Ascom in Europe, London Sleep Center for sleep tests, Clalit in Israel. Clalit is the biggest HMO in Israel and second biggest worldwide after Kaiser Prominent. I have 4.5 million people under insurance, 14 hospitals, 1,500 community clinics, and they are using our device. As I mentioned, we already got all the certification. So we have FDA, we have CE, the company is ISO certified, our cloud is comply with GDPR and HIPAA, and our technology is very unique. We have 5 patents families with 30 patents around the world that already granted, and that basically allow us to have accurate measurement of the saturation. So this is coming from a test that we've done in FDA-approved lab in Colorado. Compare our measurement with hundreds of points, starting from 70 to 100. We receive accuracy of SpO2 compared with a TR blood test of plus minus 2%, while FDA requirement is plus minus 3. So we are fully we can say that we are at least as accurate as any fingertip pulse oximeter, or even better. And we are working in the US and Europe and other places, but we don't have any activity till today in Germany. And we are looking for Germany, for a German partner. We think that the German market is very important, and we want to enter with partners that can serve patients and give service. I will not spend your time on coverage, and I welcome anybody to contact me, try to see if we can do. By the way, this is the way the watch look like, and it's measuring continuously. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Ofer. And also thank us to all the four presenters for being so perfectly well in our time frame. So again, are there any questions to our last presenter of today? Then please raise your hand, unmute yourself, or use the chat to answer questions. If not, then I will step in, of course. So you mentioned that you're looking for partners in Germany. Could you be a bit more specific? What kind of partners in what areas? So who should contact you after our session today?
So actually, our typical market is our typical partner is companies that serve patients, either elderly, people suffering from different chronic disease, people doing sleep tests, or serve COVID-19 patient identified. So either it's a healthcare provider, it might be a nursing home owners that want to put our device on a patient, an organization. This is typically our partners. We are supporting them with the technology, platform, and everything, and they are basically gives a service to patient, analyze it, and operate all the physician ecosystem around it.
So how easy is it to integrate your software into already existing software architectures or software solutions?
It's very easy. We have done it with many patients, with many partners. So basically, we allow people to connect to our cloud and to pull out all the data. We supply API. You can pull out all the data from our cloud to any third-party platform or EHR, EMR system and manipulate it more or use it in a different way. This is something that is very straightforward. For some of the partners, we even are doing integration on the BLE level. If they want us to be integrated in their smartphone application, we are supplying the BLE protocol, and we've done it as well. So straightforward.